So guys, in today's video I'll be explaining to you what money market funds is all about and how you can get started investing with as low as 1,000 naira or 5,000 naira in this low risk investment and can get lots of interest. I'll be giving you a step-by-step process on how you can get started, the advantage of going into money market fund investment, and other things you need to know. So I advise you watch this video to the end because there's a crucial statement I'll be making in between this video, and if you miss that, there are greater chances you might lose your money, and I don't want you to lose your money. So I want you to pay up attention to everything I have to say as regards this money market funds. So let's get started. So what are money market funds? If you've heard of mutual funds, then you will know that money market fund is a type of mutual fund. Now, mutual fund is a basket of various investments. It's more like a pool where they invest in lots of investments in there, maybe in the stock and other investment instruments out there, and they give you some percentage or they give you some return on investment. Now, there are basically two types of mutual fund. That's the equity fund and also the money market fund. Now, we'll be talking about the money market fund. The difference between the equity fund and the money market fund is that the money market fund invests in low risk investments, whereas the equity fund invests in high risk investments. So since we are talking about the money market fund, let's not talk about the equity fund. Now, money market fund is a short-term low risk instrument or investment instrument whereby you invest in there and they give you some certain return on investment, and also it's short-term and low risk. Now, they invest in things like commercial paper, they invest in things like Treasury Bill, bankers acceptance, and also things like certificate of deposits. Now, you should know that I've been talking about Treasury Bill is a short-term investment you give to the federal government of Nigeria, and they give you some interest after your duration elapses. Also, commercial paper are investments you give to big corporation and company out there, and they give you some interest also when it elapses. The certificate of deposit is just like a fixed deposit. Now, when you invest in money market fund, they invest in all these instruments, these short-term instruments and low-risk instruments. So what are the advantages of investing in money market fund? Number one advantage is that you would not lose your capital. You can never lose your capital when you invest in money market fund. Your capital will always be there, so you just invest and you rest assured that your capital is always there. What you do is that your income or your interest fluctuates in price. So since they invest in low risk investments, you are not afraid of losing your capital, so it's a safe investment you can invest in. Number two advantage is that your interest compounds. Now, if you notice in some of my videos when I invest in Treasury Bill, you know that I used to reinvest my interest. That's how money market fund works. Also, you can reinvest your interest and your interest give you another interest. That's the compounding of your interest. So it's a smart way of investing your money. Let's say you don't want to take your money, you can just reinvest your interest and keep reinvesting, so you'll be getting huge amount of money. The third advantage is that you can easily go liquid, or you can liquidify your investment. So you can just go and sell off your investment and get your money anytime you want to sell. Now, there are some money market fund where you have to leave it up to 30 days. There are some you need to leave it for up to 90 days. So you need to understand the terms and conditions of the brokerage company that you are investing in before you get started with investing in them. I'll be mentioning some money market fund in today's video and how you can get started investing in them. Now, the fourth advantage is that you get a diversified portfolio. I mentioned Treasury Bill, commercial paper, certificate of deposit, and bankers acceptance. All these are short-term investments and they are diversified in your money market fund, so it's a diversified portfolio. Now, the fifth advantage is that your money is being managed by experts. You don't get to manage your fund by yourself. It's being managed by experts out there in all your brokerage company you are investing in. So it's a sweet thing if you invest in money market fund if you want to get started with investing. Like I said, you can get started with 5,000 naira, 1,000 naira, 10,000 naira, depending on the amount you have. So what are the different type of money market funds in Nigeria and how can you get started? Now, one of the type of money market fund in Nigeria is the Stanbic IBTC money market fund. With a minimum of 5,000 naira, you can get started investing, and you can see that currently the rate is about 20%. You get 20% per annum. You should understand that the interest rate fluctuates in price, but as you can see it currently, that Stanbic IBTC money market fund gives you 20% per annum. There's also the FBN money market fund where you get started with 5,000 naira. As little as 5,000 naira, you can invest in this money market fund. You can also invest in United Capital money market fund. That's a minimum of 10,000 naira for you to invest there. You can invest in the GT money market fund. That's a guaranteed trust money market fund. So you can see that all these market funds are asset management by a bank. You can see that the Stanbic IBTC is the asset management of Stanbic Bank. You can also see the guaranteed trust. It's also the asset management of Guaranteed Trust Bank. That's the GT Bank. You can see that it's not a scam. So you can invest with this brokerage company and start getting some return on investment. Now, how do you get started? All you have to do is to create create your brokerage account in this company. Let's say you want to invest using Stanbic IBTC. You have to go to their website, Stanbic IBTC, and get started with creating an account. They'll be needing some information from you. All information you need to provide the information, and now you need to deposit. Now this is the crucial information I was mentioning at the beginning of this video. When you create your money market fund, they give you your money market account number. That's your personalized account number. Now when you are sending money for your money market fund investments, you need to put your account number, that's your money market account number, in the description or the narration of that your transfer. How this money market fund operates is that all investors put their money in the same account number. So how they can be able to distinguish which investor is this one is when they see your own personalized money market account number in the description of your transfer. So make sure to observe this and make sure to do that so that you would not lose your money. So all these are the information you need to know as regards getting started with investing in money market fund. Now before I end the video, I want to give you some giveaway you need to know. Number one is that your interest can fluctuate in price, but your capital is stagnant. You get your capital anytime you want to get it, but your interest can easily fluctuate in price because of it depends on the instruments they are investing in. Today you can see 20% per annum, tomorrow you can see 21% per annum, next tomorrow you can see maybe 20 or 22 or 19% per annum. So understanding that it can fluctuate in price. Secondly is that you need to hold it for a minimum amount of days. Now some of them is 30 days, that's the Stanbic IBTC, it's 30 days, whereas some of them is 90 days. You need to hold it for a minimum of 90 days before you can be able to move your money or withdraw your money. That's, you cannot go liquid till 30 days withholding days or 90 days withholding days, depending on which you are investing. Now another information I want you to know is that your interest is paid quarterly, so you should also understand this. But as an advice I'll give to you is that do what to reinvest your interest. When you reinvest your interest, you can be getting lots and lots of interest because your interest will now be making some interest also for you. So these are the information I think you need to know about money market funds in Nigeria and how you can get started. But if you still have any question, please drop it down in the comment section and I'll personally reply your comments as soon as possible so that I can get started investing in money market fund. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel as we keep bringing you ways to go about making some cash online. Till our next one, peace.